welcome to this very special YouTube exclusive. This is our second time doing it, and I'm going to be joined this time by my friend Joe. You still doing good, Joe?
Joe Young, y'all ready to go? My first time on this YouTube exclusive, right?
Yes, this is YouTube exclusive. So we actually have some interesting topics that we're going to talk about, hopefully at some length. The first one is going to be about Rey Mysterio. Now, if you realize this week, it was announced that Rey Mysterio was released by WWE. So I want to first get your thoughts on if that's a detriment to WWE. And then second, what do you think the future holds for Rey Mysterio? So go ahead and tell me, Joe. Oh, is this a detriment to WWE losing Rey Mysterio, or kind of just what's your thoughts on him being released from WWE?
As far as losing Rey Mysterio in WWE, it's not a bad thing for WWE because WWE has ways of getting wrestlers, especially in the Mexican style. You know, they can. Cause there's so many wrestlers in the indies right now that wants to be up there, and it's not hard for them to get them. As for Rey Mysterio, he has, been around for a long time in WWE, and especially in WCW. He's done his dues. He's done paid his dues. He did everything he can in WWE, and I'm kind of glad to see him go somewhere else because, there's these indie promotions that probably need someone like him, like the Lucha, what is it called?
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, Lucha Underground. He'd be a good fit for them. Even for Ring of Honor, that'd be kind of nice to see him in there. I mean, they got a lot of young talent there that needs somebody like him. Heck, even see him in TNA would be kind of interesting. I mean, the X division, that's they say the X division is more like a cruiserweight division. Heck, Rey Mysterio probably put that title on the map again. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in agreement with you. Like, Rey Mysterio has put in his time. He's been wrestling for a very, very, very long time. So, I mean, it's not necessarily a detriment to WWE releasing Rey Mysterio. The only detriment I can see with them losing Del Rio and now losing Mysterio is you don't have that Mexican demographic. You don't have that character or gimmick there to draw in that demographic. So it is kind of hurtful in that essence that you don't have someone necessarily to replace them to be that big Mexican superstar. But other than that, Rey Mysterio wasn't necessarily a detriment like TNA losing AJ Styles or losing Samoa Joe or anything like that. But I do agree, like going to Lucha Underground was actually what I was going to say. That would probably be a perfect fit for him just because he is Latino. Oh, and that's kind of Lucha Underground's basis is like AAA, A and CMLL, like all them. So I think that would be a good fit for Rey Mysterio.
Also, I had to interrupt you if I.
Well, that's fine. You go right ahead.
Another fit for him would be New Japan. I mean, if you look at it, they got a pretty interesting talent over there too. And the Japan is like it's like Triple A. They got a lot of high flyers over there like him. They got a lot of his style. Plus, they wear masks over there, so he's kind of. Triple A, like Mexican style wrestling and Japan style wrestling, almost similar. It's just, they have their unique style, but at the same time, it is kind of a good fit for him, too.
Yeah, so, I mean, those are some good ideals. Is there anything you want to add before we go to our go off the air for this very first exclusive for YouTube?
Yeah, one thing is you said that it's kind of bad for WWE for losing him because they lost Alberto and then Rey Mysterio. But the thing is that, WWE... Like I said before, they can bring anybody in, and they do have some Mexican stars in NXT, I believe.
Yeah, they have Kalisto, and then they have Hunico playing Sin Cara.
So give them time, they will move up to the main roster, and they will bring in the Mexican audience, and not just the Mexicans, but the Latino side of things. Says that they're right now the main roster is kind of shorthanded of Mexican wrestlers. Or the lucha wrestlers, but at the same time, once they get those guys from NXT up, they're going to have big exposure when it comes to the the Latino fans. So I think it'd be best for the NXT guys. WWE will have a chance to bring them up and actually use their Mexican background without Rey Mysterio interfering.
Yeah, and I think that's why they are it is rumored that WWE is looking for a guy to fill like Rey and Alberto's spot, and they are looking for a certain look. But you do have Kalisto and you do have Sin Cara there that could possibly be that filler for that Mexican demographic. So, that could be something good they could do is bring them up, and I think that's probably why they have been brought up like on Superstars and stuff, the shows that are exclusive to like the network or online shows, so... But I think that's all we want to discuss on Rey Mysterio for now. You can check back with our second YouTube exclusive segment at here a little bit later on.